This is Messages from the Universe with Laurie of Your Life Core. Here, Laurie delivers information from the Mastery Realms related to astrology, planetary influences, energy surges, and generally how we are evolving. She connects with angels, guides, ascended masters, astro beings, and those that come forward with messages to help us on our journey. Welcome, everyone, to Messages from the Universe podcast.
Hello, I am Laurie, and thank you for listening. I am energy. You are energy, and everything is vibrating at us at the energy that we emit. Everything happens for us, not to us. And if we remember our power and how we experience our life, we become awakened. That is the key to the doorways of the universe. And many say that our doorways are the chakra system, primarily the heart. So I want to talk about that today. But before I go there, I want to talk about the laws of the universe and remind you one of the laws of the universe is vibration. And that states that everything vibrates and nothing rests. The law of relativity states that nothing is what it is until you relate it to something. Point of view is determined by what the observer is relating to. And the law of cause and effect states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Every cause has an effect and every effect has a cause. And all energies must remain in balance. The law of polarity states that everything has an opposite. Hot, cold, light, dark, up, down, good, bad. And in the absence of that which you are not, that which you are is not. The law of rhythm states that everything has a natural cycle. The law of gestation states that everything takes time to manifest. All things have a beginning, grow into form as more energy is added to it. And finally, the law of transmutation states that energy moves in and out of physical form. Your thoughts are creative energy. The more you focus your thinking and your emotional vibration on what you desire, the more you harness your creative power to move that energy into results in your life. So everything happens for you, not to you. And when you remember your power and you follow and you understand the laws of the universe, you experience life in a different way. A scientifically controlled study conducted by German researchers at the University of Kassel has shown that while the chest area of an average person emits only 20 photons of light per second, someone who meditates on their heart center and sends love and light to others emits an amazing 100,000 photons per second. That is 5,000 times more than the average human being. And numerous studies have shown that when these photons are infused with loving and healing intent, their frequency and vibration increases to the point where they can literally change matter, heal disease, and transform negative events. 10 minutes, only 10 minutes of meditating on compassion, on kindness, on love for others, and you will see its effect on all day. You will see its effect on those around you. This represents the law of vibration. It is the law of rhythm. It is the law of gestation, and it is certainly the law of transmutation. This is the power that you have, the power that you hold and maybe aren't utilizing it. In the world of vibration, each chakra vibrates, and that vibration is measured in frequency. Our chakras spin, and they can be underactive or overactive. If one is not balanced, other chakras attempt to step in and either help it spin or slow it down. And there are 7 major chakras, 21 minor chakras, and 9 additional expanded chakras that come from the combinations of the major and minor. Those are the ones that we talk about that we know. I believe that there's infinite energy ports that we have access to and can experience. It seems like a pretty complex system, but actually it's not. It's highly refined and highly usable if we understand its use. The basics is that each chakra has a purpose in our field. So for example, the root chakra supports our survival instincts, our vigor, our self-preservation. It grounds us, supports our self-esteem, creates momentum and energy for us to move our physical bodies. It corresponds to our spinal column, our legs, our feet, our kidneys, our immune system, our blood, the male sex organs, and our bladder. On the musical scale, it is represented as the note of C. It is the color of red, and on the vibrational scale, our root chakra vibrates to the frequency of 396 hertz. Numerically, that 396 reduces to the number 9. We get that by taking 3 plus 9 plus 6 is 18, and then we reduce 18 to 1 plus 8 is 9. And 9 is a gateway for release and entry of energy. We must feel grounded and secure to create the movement in our life to move forward. We've been hearing much about grounding and connecting to earth. My question to you is, are you actively doing things to keep this chakra open, moving? Are you focusing there? Now let's talk about the heart, because the heart also vibrates to the same reduced number of 9, as does the crown chakra. The root chakra, the heart chakra, and the crown anchor us. They also thrust us out into the world of success and joy and happiness and adventure and advancement. The other chakras are supporting systems. The sacral and the throat vibrate to the number 3. The solar and the third eye vibrate to the number 6. We focus quite a bit on the heart chakra, and the heart chakra vibrates to 639 hertz. Many believe it is 528, but actually 528 hertz is the heart chakra of Mother Earth, and it is our human's solar plexus chakra. The best way to connect to the vibration of Mother Earth and to connect with the transformation of healing powers of our original DNA is to lay on the ground with your belly upon Mother Earth. You've done this as a child, and it's the most natural thing to do, but as adults, we walk, we sit, we often lay on our backs outside, but we don't lay on our bellies. The heart chakra connects us to the heart of the universe. You may understand that your heart chakra, in the human form, connects us in our relationships. It's about love, calm, peace, compassion, forgiveness, self-acceptance. It corresponds to our heart, our circulatory systems, our blood, our rib cage, our lungs, our diaphragm, our thymus, our esophagus, the breast area, arms, hands, and shoulders. The color is green, and the vibrational measured frequency is 639. And again, that reduces to the number 9. That's a gateway. But we might not think of the universe having a heart chakra, and it does. So the human form of the chakra, which has a gateway of 9, actually connects us to the universe chakra. Now, planet Earth has chakras. Those are located, for example, Mount Shasta is located in the United States in the state of California. The Earth's heart chakra is located at Stonehenge, Glastonbury, and Shaftesbury area. And the Earth's crown chakra is Mount Kailash. That's located in the Himalayas. These places have long believed to hold their own powers, but they also are a gateway from Mother Earth out into the universe, to the other planets, to the other levels of energy. Within our human form, these chakras provide an energy portal from the external into our physical being. So how do I know if my heart chakra is balanced? Because that is really important right now as we go into this year and future years, that we come into balance. That's the law of cause and effect. It's also the law of polarity. Some simple questions that you might ask yourself as to, how do I know when my heart chakra is balanced? Well, you feel curious about life and new experiences, and you're not afraid. You are consciously aware and awake. In fact, you're aware of your awareness. You know what is right and what is not always normal, and that's okay. You have very diversified interests. You're not afraid to explore or discover or experience. You feel free and ready to expand yourself even more. You know and feel you can love again, and you can love freely. You can give and receive love without expectations, without any fears, or without any strings attached. You feel a new level of compassion, which is a very high frequency of love. So why do we focus on the heart chakra? Well, our natural vibration is love. We have a natural frequency And we also are receptive to the vibrations, the gateways of the universe that are always coming to us. The heart is the one that we feel. It's our compass. And in our layers of energy, there is more to us than our physical body. There's more purpose to those layers that surround our physical body. And we're becoming more curious as to what these layers and these fields are. I know when I speak about our energy bodies, I don't just talk about our physical. I talk about our etheric, our emotional, our mental, our spiritual, and our astral. As we become more aware of those areas, we have a desire to heal them, to clear them, and actually to utilize them more. As we heal our heart chakra can spin faster and broader. A closed heart chakra will prevent the evolution of healing. Often during heart healing, we might feel heart palpitations, heart racing, or heart pain. This is the physical body responding to the energetic body of change. As the heart chakra heals and expands, it actually connects to the 8th chakra, and it creates an energetic link. Now, what's the 8th chakra? Well, that's the universal heart. And when we connect to the universal heart with our human heart and it's balanced, we connect out into something that's greater and higher vibration than what we can perceive or what we've been able to grasp here on earth. It's at this point we become even more curious about the levels of our energy field. We become curious as to what's out there, but also the understanding that what's out there is also within here. Whatever is happening is simply what's happening. It's not right or wrong. It's not good. It's not bad. All those value judgments that we place on it, and then we pretend that our value judgment is what's true. Well, our value, our judgment is just a value. It's just a judgment. And all our value judgments are conditioned. They are based on where we are in the evolution of our heart and our connection with Mother Earth and the universe. We are not separate. We are one. You may hear me while I'm doing my sound healing and my drumming circles, calling in and acknowledging Grandfather Universe, Grandmother Moon. Where is this universal heart? That's this gateway to the galactic heart. It is in this space that all is balanced, at peace and right. We might think about being in balance on Mother Earth, but Mother Earth is part of something bigger. So when you blow out or expand out beyond that and understand Mother Earth also has to be in balance. She also has a chakra system. We are evolving to understand and experience and utilize the energy of the universe. So tonight, as I sit and ponder our human desire to escape the real world, and I hear others with their desire to leave the 3D world and move themselves through meditation to 5D or something beyond, or to follow the many beliefs and articles we are starting to see again. Things about somebody rescuing, a rescue coming to us from large spaceships carrying us off, hidden leaders suddenly emerging to take us to a more peaceful time. Or maybe on the dark side, we hear news stories or energy or tales of total destruction of our earth so we may begin again. The version of stories we share and believe to get to the answers of how we got here. Why are we here and what's next? As humans, we want to know. We want to know what's the story. We're living the story. The capacity of our humanness to ponder and move into action has always astounded me. The depth of fear that we carry and the unknown brilliance of our energy that we don't fully comprehend its power or vastness or its connectedness to something larger. Our brilliance often is lost and forgotten, sometimes among the rules and the restrictions that we put upon ourselves, our self-imposed fears or practices, our choices and where and how we spend our days and nights, what we put our energy into or not, where we place our emotions or our mental processes, what we choose to work on, what we choose to heal or improve, or what we continue to just complain about, what we continue to just tolerate. The curiosity behind our human psychology, what humans focus on, what we assign value to, and how that continues to change. The law of vibration states everything vibrates and nothing rests. The law of relativity states that nothing is what it is until you relate it to something. A point of view is determined by what the observer is relating to. Even when you feel weak, your light burns so strong we can see it. We see you as light because you are light. You are the vibration of your choice, but your inner light always burns strong. As humans, we must devise a system where peace is more rewarding than fear. We must devise a system where happiness becomes our energy, and love is the fuel that we put in our gas tank and we run on. The heart energy, well, being in heart, having an open heart. This might be very confusing to some as exactly how does one experience or become in that state of being in your heart? Well, it is a becoming. It's a feeling of peace. It's a consistency of knowing when I'm in that vibration and certainly when I'm out of that vibration. And sometimes we don't know we're out of the vibration or we're in the vibration until we experience the polar opposites. The law of polarity. That states that everything has an opposite. Hot, cold, light, dark, up, down, good, bad. And in the absence of that which you are not, that which you are is not. Being in heart, or knowing that you're in that state of heart energy, is being sure of yourself. It's knowing that you've done work and you still have work to do, but you can feel your heart. You're not afraid. You're not hiding. You understand that the world and the universe functions on opportunities. Not all of them feel good. It is a point where you stop asking, what's wrong with me, and embrace all that is right with you. It's being honest with yourself and those surrounding you, who you are, what you need, what you want, and having the courage to stand in your light. Having the courage to show your light, to step away from those things or that which is not aligned with you. It's grace in the movement of energy and flow. It's the understanding that you are an amazing evolution of heart. First moments, then hours, then days, then months, to finally, when time is not measured at all, love. You don't have to think about it. From a soul's perspective, we have never not existed. What you think you should be working on may not be what your soul needs to work on. It may be something different than what is needed at this time and at this space. The awakening process is about your awareness of what is now, today, this moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not 10 years from now, not 10 years ago. Simply stated, we cannot always plan for months or years ahead because our actions we take today and the emotions and the mental beliefs that we have today create the pathway and the outcomes of our experiences in the future. When you set your intents, ask if this is for your humanness asking or for your soul asking. Be present now. Feel into the moment now and hold your beliefs to the experience you are having now. Doing so in this manner creates the future. I also suggest that you manifest from a place of love and heart. It's just a higher vibration. It's more aligned with who we are. It is not only through an elevated vibration do we gain access to other dimensions, it's also through an elevated vibration that we're able to experience a different level of being here on earth. And that's awakening. It is our human gift to explore all that we are and our desire to continue to be more. Vibration in quantum physics means everything is energy. We are vibrant beings on certain frequencies. Every vibration is equivalent to a feeling, and in the world vibration, there are only two species of vibrations, positive and negative, and everything in between is a variant of that positive and negative. You can be neutral. That's zero, ground zero. Any feelings make you broadcast a vibration that can be positive or negative. So in doubt, come back to neutral. I thought I would share some things that affect your vibrational frequency from the point of view of quantum physics. We will continue to study, learn, and hear about epigenetics. Epigenetics is the study of how your behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. Unlike genetic changes, epigenetic changes are reversible and do not change your DNA sequence, but they can change how your body reads a DNA sequence. There it is again. The law of vibration states that everything vibrates and nothing rests. And the law of transmutation states that energy moves in and out of physical form. Your thoughts are creative energy, and the more you focus your thinking on what you desire, the more you harness your creative power to move that energy into results into your life. So the first thing that affects your vibrational frequency is your thoughts. Every thought emits a frequency to the universe, and this frequency goes back to origin. So in the case, if you have negative thoughts or feelings, you're feeling discouraged, sad, angry, fearful, all of this comes back to you. This is why it's so important that you take care of the quality of your thoughts and learn how to cultivate more positive thoughts, more positive vibration around your emotions. When there are world or local events that you are experiencing that go against the normal vibration of love, you will feel an offness. You will be tempted to respond with like, but it is this understanding that like attracts like, that you're able to disrupt any negative thoughts. And the more you will not attract that energy, because you can disrupt and shift the vibrational frequency into something that's more aligned to your heart. Staying connected to negative people, places, things will only continue to have that in your reference area. In a conversation with a fellow shaman that's in Tulum, reminded me that there is no internet, no news, no disruption in his location. They depend on the universe to show them what is needed to know at that given moment, what is directly within their sphere of energy. They do not go to seek those things that are outside of what they need to know or experience. They don't call it in. I also think back to our grandfathers, our great-great-grandfathers, those that have come before us that didn't have TV, radio, cell phones, social media. They didn't have those things. They didn't have access to those things. So they only focused on what was in their immediate reference point. In modern time, we're bombarded with the frequency of noise. And I ask, what is directly within your sphere of energy? Where are your thoughts right now? Where might you need to create some boundaries or limitations to news, to social media, to voices of negative people, to gossip? Those things that can change the vibration of your energy field to the deficit, which leads me to number 2, the companies that you keep. This is the people around you that directly influence your vibrational frequency. If you surround yourself with happy, positive, loving, and determined people, you will also enter this vibration. And if you surround yourself with people complaining, gossiping, being pessimistic, be careful, because that is the vibration you will draw into your field. You can reduce your frequency by the help of others unintentionally, but you can also increase your frequency with the help of others, but also with your focus, using the law of attraction in your favor to bring in those like frequencies that elevate you. It is a time period that we are reminding of healing, and that can be challenging. But we're also in a time period of selecting our relationships and those that we allow into our energy field. And in this healing and selection process, be aware of what and who you are responding to. Be intentful of the company you keep. There will continue to be those universal opportunities where you find yourself in a company of off frequency, but use that opportunity to remain in your heart. Disrupt the frequency. Be the disruptor in the room to call in love and light. Open your heart and emit those photons out into the world. You might surprise yourself on how quickly the situation dissipates. Like frequencies attract where off frequency will naturally vibrate away. A heart-centered being will attract a negative energy because at the root of everyone is that heart-centered vibration. The difference is that a negative energy may attempt to minimize or shut off the heart vibration, to lower it. Be aware of this. Be your authentic, high vibrational self. You can remain loving while not bending to a negative vibration. You are not defenseless. You are light. You are love. You have the ability to elevate the frequency. There have been many, many times I've found myself in a room or a place where the vibration is very low, very stressful, whether it's anger or hatred or sadness. And I sit very quietly, hands in my lap, palms open, and I breathe. I open my heart chakra, connect with the universal heart chakra, pull in the full force of the universe of love, and direct that out into the space that I'm in. It disrupts the negative energy, it aligns with who I am, and it shifts the space. Okay, third item, music. Music is very powerful. If you only listen to music that talks about death, betrayal, sadness, abandonment, all of this will interfere with what you're feeling. Pay attention to the lyrics of the music you listen to. It could be reducing your vibrational frequency. Remember, you attract exactly what you feel into your life. Sound healing uses vibrations of our chakras and tones that are natural to our personal vibration. The combination of these vibrations and tones create the wavelengths and the waves of sound and vibration that can provide healing, removal of old energy, and infusion of new. Music carries a vibration that does not mirror what our fields need, but it carries a vibration of what our soul might be desiring. It's all right to like or not like certain genres of music or certain artists. Just notice how you feel when you do or don't listen to certain types of music. Don't be surprised if you want to listen to certain types of music. It only means that you're picking up and listening to the subtleties of the universe. Do you have to have music to entertain you, fill the mind chatter, or is it more purposeful? I remember a time when I was traveling internationally for my corporate job, and the first thing I would do when I would check into my hotel is I would turn on sound. And oftentimes it was in a country that had a language that I didn't speak, so it didn't seem to matter that I couldn't understand any of the language on TV. I just needed sound. But over the years, that has gone away, where I value my quietness. I value the nothingness because I understand I bring a vibration into that space. And it's important for me to maintain that connection with my vibration versus having some other sort of vibration interrupting me. You may have noticed that also when you drive. What types of music you listen to? You listen to talk radio, or do you leave it off? I've driven days without having my radio on in my vehicle, just hearing the sound of nature or connecting with the vibration of the road and the nature that's around me. Which brings me to my fourth thing, the things you look at. When you look at social media, movies, TV shows, programs that deal with misfortune, the dead, betrayal, scary things, your brain accepts this as reality and releases a whole chemistry into your body which affects your vibrational frequency. Look at things that help you feel good and helps you vibrate at a higher vibration. I'm so sensitive to what I see. I can feel it in my body, so I am very aware as to what I look at. Be present and aware of what you are exposing your humanness to. Your soul is here having a human experience, and it depends on you to take care of this human presence. That chemistry that is released can take hours or sometimes days to leave the body. So repeated exposure can have a residual chemistry outcome. Would you watch a horror movie or a wartime bloody movie before bed? I hope not, as these are classic examples of the chemistry release of fight, flee, or survive. And then you're trying to go to sleep. Well, your body just doesn't know how to process that energy. Be kind to your human body. Be kind to the things that you expose your humanness to, and be more aware of the frequencies that you're digesting. Yes, you are digesting energy. So digest good, healthy energy. Which brings me to the fifth, the atmosphere that you're in. Whether it's at home or work, if you spend a lot of time in a messy, cluttered, dirty environment, it will also affect your vibrational frequency. Improve what surrounds you. Organize. Clean your environment. Have the things in your space that you love and bring joy and happiness. If you're looking around you and you say, oh my gosh, I have to clean, I have so much junk laying around, well, that in itself is a low vibration. Show the universe that you're fit and ready to receive more. Not more clutter, but having the space, and also telling the universe that you take care of what you already have. There's a lot of energy around us now to declutter, to remove the material things so that we can experience more. This is us becoming more aware of our energy fields around us. We want the emotional experience. We want the mental experience. The physical stuff, that's going away a little bit. We're seeing that in the generations that are coming up. We're also seeing it as we evolve. So keep your space clear from unnecessary clutter. You don't want something, dispose of it, sell it, give it away, but keep your space so that it doesn't drain your energy. So it doesn't make you feel tired, unmotivated, sometimes even sick. My sixth is the word. If you claim or speak wrong about things and people, it affects your vibrational frequency. To keep your vibrational frequency high, it's essential to eliminate the habit of complaining or bad talking or gossiping about others and about yourself. Avoid drama, bullying. Assume your responsibility for the choices of your life. You've worked really hard to heal, and you're still healing those ancestral wounds, those inner child, those things that you've been focused on. But yet you might be choosing words that are still keeping a low vibration around you. There isn't anything wrong about talking about your experiences, as this does help you process. But please notice how long you stay in the recording or the program of complaining. How often do you tell the same story or the same story but a different version? Know when you are processing and work to process quickly and then move that into lightness, move it into love, or move it into positive energy. Use it as a release of the energy in exchange for then filling it with something more positive. This is transmutation of energy, moving one form of energy to another. This is also where the law of relativity applies, because nothing is what it is until you relate it to something. That is why we complain or we talk about those things we don't like. We're relating it to something we don't like. It's a point of view, and we determine that we don't like it. But once we determine that, move on. Change that frequency into something more vibrant and loving. Stuff can build up. It's like a pressure release that just needs to be released. Laughter, or sometimes taking a big, deep breath, are really a couple tools that can help you quickly move through this energy. I like to sit in the sun, letting the wind blow it away, or also sitting in water. You are human, and voicing your frustration is normal. Just work on having more positive conversations, events, and emotions. And remember, the law of more equal more applies here also. And that takes me to my seventh, which is gratitude. Gratitude positively affects your vibrational frequency. This is a habit you should integrate now into your life. Start to thank for everything, for the good things of what you considered to be bad in the past. Thank for all the experiences that you've experienced and that you're through with them, or what you've learned through them. Gratitude opens the door for good things to happen positively. Simple thank yous quickly elevate your energy and those that you're interacting with. A heartfelt thank you comes from the heart and connects us on the level of love and vibration. A simple smile can also elevate frequency. Design and orchestrate your space of vibrational happiness. You have that power to do that. Cultivate the relationships that join you in that space of peace and love and joy and exploring. Gather those that are not fearful of calling you out when you use words or take actions that diminish you. They provide balance and a reality in what your vibration is and what it is not. It is humanly impossible to always be happy, to always be at this incredibly high vibration. We do dip to the lows. That's the universe showing us what we don't like. But knowing how and what you can do to get back into balance. Know how you can use your heart chakra. Know that walking around you emit only 20 photons of light. But if you take a few seconds or moments to focus on your heart, take a couple deep breaths, and send love and light out to others, that can go up 5,000 times. You can send 100,000 photons of love and light out to others. That's pretty darn powerful. That's how we use our energy in efficient and effective ways to change the world, to change those around us, and certainly to create the love and the life that we want to live. The universe gives us what we need and what we might not always think we need. There's more time ahead for us to grow and to explore and to experience. I'm Laurie Wondra. I am in gratitude of you and for you listening to me today. I'm ramping up and sending you 100,000 photons of love and light.
Thank you for listening to Messages from the Universe podcast with Laurie Wondra of Your Life Core. For current events or to schedule a private session with Laurie, please visit yourlifecore.com.